Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nathan Gaming, where today we are continuing our story through RoboCop Rogue City. I just got done watching some lore dive videos about, strangely enough, about fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. Not even about Sonic himself, but more so about Shadow. Because I had watched the Sonic movie at one point, the third one that came out, and I didn't watch any of the other two movies, but I watched it because Shadow was in it, and because Shadow's the more interesting character, outside of the other cast of characters, and I'm like, I like Sonic Adventure 2, and I liked Shadow's story. I wonder how they pull it off in this movie. I go and watch the movie, and I'm like, that's actually pretty impressive, and they even added more things that just weren't there in the game, right? And so naturally, I go and look up some reviews about it. I then see that they actually included a story in Sonic X Shadow Generations. And so I was like, well, I wonder what they do on that one. And then I go and I see that they apparently had made 3 animation trailers, build up trailers for leading up towards the release of Sonic Generations, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and on top of that, they also did a few other things, but just other than that though, it's like I was just doing a bit of like diving into the weird strangeness that is the Sonic franchise, and particularly Shadow as a character, and I thought to myself, damn, they really went hard on the backstory. Like, I know that Maria dying is entirely the point of Shadow's character, but it's like, boy, do they really find the means to hit you over the head with that stick. It's not even in a bad way, by the way. It's like they do such a good well, such a good well. They do such a good job at handling the absolute trauma that such a loss would create, especially when the only thing you've ever known and the only world you've ever known is what one fucking troglodyte little girl sees in you and her and the world around her. That it's like, I can see why this would be such a terrible fucking thing that could possibly happen to anyone, and not just some cartoon hedgehog. And the fact that apparently Sonic X Shadow Generations actually goes a lot of the way to both highlight and help actually tell a story that tries to actually tell a more meaningful story about moving on from that trauma is actually very fascinating. I may do a video series. I might do another VOD series on that one. Keep me posted if you want to see it. I would not mind. In fact, I haven't played a Sonic game in so long that it sounds like a really great time to get back into platformers. Because as far as I'm aware, the Sonic Adventure series was peak Sonic for me. I haven't found a game series that really topped it. And while people always like to talk about classic Sonic games, I just don't care for classic Sonic games, to be fair. I like the Sonic Adventure series. I like the stories in Sonic Adventure series, and I don't really. And they've always, and strangely enough, Sonic Adventure games, the modern Sonic games have always told very adult stories, despite the fact these are about cartoon hedgehogs and foxes and echidnas and among other things, right? It's like it's a very much a cartoonish franchise that delves into really heavy adult themes when it wants to, and it's so fucking weird to even think about, but it does. But yeah, it's despite the fact that mechanically Sonic has always had games that are just fucking experimental and just everywhere. Um, Definitely going fast is the one thing that he is known for, and so anything that isn't about going as fast as humanly possible just seems like a crime against humanity, against when it comes to that series. But it's like, yeah, that's just been what I've been up to. It's a funny bit of thing that they did a better job at telling Shadow's story both in a movie and in a, I guess you could say, like a DLC expansion of the base game of a Sonic game than they did in the actual game he was featured in. But granted, that was during a time when they didn't have they probably had, when game development was more rudimentary and there wasn't a whole lot of experimentation. There wasn't a whole lot of the usual systems and programs that we have now, and just on top of that, the budgets were probably a lot different. I can imagine, but also time, development, and costs were also a factor. And I feel like that though Sonic Adventure 2 graphically looks a little bit weird in places, and some of the models aren't really all that really well textured. I feel like that the story in Adventures 2 was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was certainly compelling to have like a sort of like alter ego to serve as a sort of like nemesis, It's the Virgil Dante effect, A character who pushes you to get better at the game and makes you essentially have a rival, a sort of, so to speak. He's basically that's what he basically is. He's a rival character. But yeah, what makes Virgil and Shadow so compelling is that they are tragically flawed characters. Anyways, I've been on a fucking okay. I'm sorry. I've been on a 6-minute rant so far. 6-minute 30-second rant about fucking Sonic of all things, and we haven't. And it's not even about the game from which I am playing. It's amazing. But anyways, yeah, that's just what I've been up to. You know, I guess I kind of felt like I had to get that off my chest, because I had to, because it's all they tell it in such a way to where like they really tug at the heartstrings. I'm still kind of feeling the effects of it even now. It's just like, ugh, that's horrible. That's tragic. Like I was emotionally devastated for Shadow. Half the time I was looking up the fucking shit about the games and also the things that people had to say about the character of Shadow depicted in these games and in the movies. Don't even. Okay, that looked a little weird. Okay, there we go. Textures are loaded in. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I remember this. We just talked down a kid after after he did some pot shots at a thing. I remember now. The volume seems low still. You know what? Hang on a second. I have to check this. Oh, I have never had this problem with sound before. Let me experiment with something real quick. Okay, I messed with some of my volume settings. I don't think it could just be the way volume is. I have no idea. I feel like that volume is just so weird now. It probably has something to do with a bunch of updates that I've been getting recently on my systems. They've done something with the audio. All right. Now, there were some things we could still do, I remember, in terms of side quests, like just this thing. But, oh wait, can I track that? Is that it? I see an exclamation mark. But yeah, no, I would not mind making a Sonic playthrough at one point, at least for Generations, because I do feel like that, because I do miss playing a decent, high-octane, speeding platformer of some type. I do miss those types of games. Have I been up here? I feel like I have at one point, actually, but I don't know. Oh, never mind.
You see that guy down there? He's an asshole.
Good to know. You know, if that guy came in that loud. Okay, let me fiddle with my volume settings again. Alright, I just turned up, I just boosted the, oh, here we go. I just boosted the, volume of the game itself because that seems to be where most of my low volume issues are coming from. Wait, search spot. Oh, down there. What? What's that exclamation mark first?
He drew a gun. Asked me for money. Only a moron steals from a beggar. That's what I said. Hey, Robo! Saw you on the TV. Come here. I haven't congratulated you yet. He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
Fascinating. I'm even better live. Television's likes exaggerate. Doing my duty.
I was merely doing my duty. That kind of hostile situation is not the only thing I can resolve. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
Why not? Since nobody else is gonna fucking do it. That homeless man involved?
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
Oh, I see.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I'd bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. And we got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
Well, you know what they say. Easiest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That's what they do say. And, you know, to be fair, if someone can make good food, that's definitely a boon, regardless of look or stature. Or even just in personality-wise. It's like... It is a pretty massively beneficial skill. Just in terms of, like, comfort. Just ease of comfort. Just like, oh, I don't have to go very far to get food. I don't even have to buy a lot. I don't even have to spend a whole lot of money to acquire it. Damn. You know someone who can cook, you have it made. Alrighty. OCP is too worried about costs.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals down.
Tell me about it. I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
I guess in this town you can't exactly just, you know, arrest people. I mean, most people in this town tend to shoot first instead of arrest, you know, instead of going down, coming in quietly, so. Activate RoboCop vision by pressing the right mouse button to highlight enemies, important objects, and in the environment. I feel like I've already done this.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged.
What about this wound on her chest? Oh yeah, she got shot in the head or something. Okay, that doesn't matter. Blunt trauma to the head.
She was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer.
That could be the case. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's this green-blue shit on her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
Yo, can we do something about the bugs around here? You know, can we... I know we can't exactly move the body, but can we at least do something about the insects around here?
Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged.
Otherwise, it's just kind of fucked up. Still garbage irrelevant to the case. Steal a chimney pipe, irrelevant to the case. There's the other shoe.
Yeah, probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
6'5".
Poor Casey.
That must be the homeless man. Yep, she was definitely dragged. There's our tire tracks.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on you. Type AB. Isn't that a rare blood type?
I can help you find the guy who dumped the body here. I saw him, but you must accept the truth.
Tell me what you know.
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens.
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list. It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
Well, at least in all of his delusions, his lists and his understanding and also managing of details and specifics are very, very useful right now. Tell me about the aliens.
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Fascinating. Tell me about the filming set.
Aliens run the set.
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
What is the purpose of your list?
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
I like how he's literally just the personification of the archetypical conspiracy theorist.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time. Now, the set.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to be had here. Might as well. Too bad we had to fucking run there. Be nice if we had a motorcycle or something. You work in the same establishment? Man, living in this town must be something else.
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with.
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I wouldn't know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
Yeah, sounds like a PI should be involved.
I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
I only seek justice.
I only
believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there, but look for something on Jenkins, too.
I see. So they're running a sunblock ad, it looks like. The lead actor matches the suspect's description. Interesting. I guess he got a little too carried away, maybe? Sunblock substance matches the one found on the victim's body. The tracks and wheelbase match. Yeah, he's definitely from here. Is this the guy? Oh yeah, it must be.
I am looking for...
Look, I'm busy. But you know what? I like your paint job. It would look nice on my new car. Can you leave me your card or something?
Fascinating. Nick Troy. Don't worry, Tess, I'll handle everything, but you must know that the crew is afraid of working at nighttime. Maybe we should arrange for more bodyguards? Delivery. Cars allowed to park. 948-39204. One additional van outside the team. Encounter difficulties working with Jerry. Please excuse him. He's in a bad mood. You know how sensitive an artist he is. Fortunately, I've seen his agent long enough to know what would help. The company of a nice, beautiful girl. Don't worry. I'll arrange everything myself. Just charge this to the client's account. You know, I wasn't thinking it was going to be this straightforward, but yeah, your lead actor seems to be the one who killed her. Also, why are they using almost military grade looking laptops? A little weird. I mean, this seems like something you would expect a military officer to have. Someone who works on the field.
The evidence I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
You were covered in sunblock, your message proof. Involvement. The press might be interested. I get experience for using the stats specific thing, right? I'm trying to remember. We'll go with that.
If you cooperate, we can go about it quietly. Otherwise, the press might get interested.
Try it! One phone call, they'll turn you off like a faulty fridge. But why would you even bother me? That bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
Maybe he's not the guy.
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual may be the perpetrator I am looking for.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Huh. This just seems to get better and better. Why hire the understudy?
Why did you hire the understudy?
Jenkins' contract says he will not use sunblock, and none of the professional understudies wanted to do it either. They all say it's toxic. So I had no choice. Jenkins brought a guy and said he could do the job.
Why would you willingly make a product and then try to advertise it by putting it on people if it's toxic? No, better quit. Hang on, wait. No, better. There are so many problems being presented here. First off, who's making a toxic sunblock? And secondly, why would you make a commercial advertising it using live actual people? But furthermore, why is it toxic? Ugh. I'm trying to rationalize this as I'm yawning. Why is it toxic? Where is the understudy now?
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea. And that's the whole point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Yes. I will verify the footage.
Show me the footage.
Check the camera footage.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take...
Take it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either.
Damn.
You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
The more we do this, the more it's starting to seem like he is involved.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
Withholding information about illegal activity is also a crime.
Ha! If that's the case, I wouldn't be the only criminal in this goddamn business. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
Oh boy. And of course the gas station is a fucking trek away. Real good trek away. I keep forgetting that this is in Detroit. Which is still kind of funny. I mean, where else to base your fictional fucking crime-riddled dystopian-esque nightmare of a city? Yeah. I'm starting to think this is definitely the place.
Who's there? You have to help me, man. This shit is burning my skin.
Sunblock is the least of your worries.
Look, I know why you're here, but I'm innocent. I swear.
You are being detained in connection with the murder of Casey Carmel. If you require medical attention, it will be given to you.
I didn't do it. Jenkins killed her! Jerry Jenkins! The guy from TV! You have to believe me!
You will make your statement at the station.
And you'll let Jenkins walk free. He's the one who killed Casey. They met here yesterday.
Casey's body was covered in sunblock. The evidence points to you.
I arranged the meeting, I admit, but I was gone when this happened. When I came back, she was already dead, and I decided to get rid of the body. Jenkins is the only one who could have done it.
Okay. What was his motive?
Why would Jenkins kill that woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Are you stalling?
She may have mentioned something about wanting to blackmail Jenkins, but I knocked the idea out of her head. At least I think I did.
I mean, blackmailing your customers isn't exactly a great way to do business. But that hasn't stopped women before either. Not a whole lot of things can stop a woman if they are absolutely and utterly and completely and utterly certain that they absolutely need to have something and they need it right this moment. Fucking hell could freeze over before they fucking... Yeah, I'm not getting on. I'm not getting it.
Why would Jenkins be meeting a prostitute here when there is a motel across the street?
That's a good question.
He got a hold of me and told me that the guy values his privacy. The money was good, and I was able to provide him with a discreet option.
And Jenkins was happy with the arrangement.
He was bitching at first, but when he saw Casey, he stopped being so picky.
Why not call for help?
Why did you not go to the police?
What would I say? That a famous celebrity killed a street prostitute in the back of my gas station? That's a bit much even for this city.
Dumping that woman's body in a dumpster seemed like a better idea to you?
It's not my fault that people would rather believe a guy from TV over me.
I mean, this town is fucked up. I don't think anyone would ever question anything that goes on in this town.
I will verify your version of events, but you will still suffer the consequences of the actions you have taken.
Hurry up, please! It burns!
Can I call someone for this guy? There's a sink right here, buddy. Can't you not wash it off? Yep. Definitely the place. Oh, yeah. A camera lens concealed in the wall, hidden room detected. Interesting. So you have evidence. Douchebag. Now, wait a minute. Maybe she has evidence. Blood type AB matches the sample found at the crime scene. Dumbass's shades. Glasses model matches the one Jerry Jenkins wears. Hammer face matches victim's cranial lesions? Lesions? I didn't even read that part. So, how do we get on the other side of this fucking wall? Hey, jackass, there's a bathroom behind your wall. Casey, I'm only a doctor. I cannot help you. What was that? Huh. Okay. I'm only a doctor. I cannot help with your fee issues. The price of palliative care went up for everyone, not just for your mother. Still, for the money you are paying, there's no one getting as professional care as her. I will remind you that this will end if you tell my wife about us. M. M? Cannot help with your fee issues. The price of palliative care went up for everyone, not just for your mother. Still, for the money you are paying, there is no one getting as professional care as her. Remind you that this will end if you tell my wife about us. Is her doctor? This fucker's name. Man. She's not only been hoeing herself around to get the dough, but she's also been, I guess, blackmailing everybody. Oh. Well, it certainly covers it. Now we know for certain that it's Jerry Jenkins.
So, did you find anything?
According to the evidence, Jenkins is guilty of the murder of Casey Carmel.
I told you!
However, you are guilty of concealing a crime and desecration of a corpse. I will call medical assistance. You will be taken in when your condition permits.
He ain't dead. He's just got bad skin. Now we gotta go arrest Jerry, but I'm sure he's already caught wind and is growing wise to this, so he's probably dipped. Smart man would dip anyways. Especially if you know you're just one scene away from potentially getting fucked over.
I can't let you in, Robo. They're in the middle of a shot.
This cannot wait.
They
No, it
say
can't.
that 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days. Ever since we lost the ozone layer.
I have a solution for you if you are looking for some protection against that California sunshine.
The hell?
A stay in Detroit prison. Jerry Jenkins, you are under arrest for the murder of Casey Carmel.
I seen you on TV. You're glitching again.
Ah, it hurts. For fuck's sake, it hurts.
All right. That was a surprising detour. Anyways, let's get the story going. Surprising bit of detour there. It's a cat. Also, a hairless cat. Got mange or something? A special type of breed. You want to leave the area? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Pretty fucking sure we can't actually track this. Try this again. Yeah, no, there's nothing around here. Yeah. There was a search area. Well, this is probably just the main objective. That's probably what I was seeing earlier, too. Yeah. I'm not gonna go running around looking for collectibles. You kidding me? I got better things to do. Not even really collectibles, it's just minor misdemeanors and offenses.
This is where Soot is supposedly hiding.
Can't really call it hiding if he sent invitations to the whole city. A bit rude he forgot about us.
At least I will not feel bad crashing his party.
Murphy, I was thinking about what happened to you at the TV station. Maybe you shouldn't...
No need for alarm. Becker's chip is keeping my circuits in check.
You're more than just circuits, Murphy. Underneath all that metal, there's still you.
Alex Murphy is gone. He lost his life.
And despite that burden, you carry on. You've done more for this city dead than anyone has alive. That has to count for something. I'm gonna shut up now.
Hang on, you might be spitting though.
Here's a little something to remind you of what I've just said. Open it the next time Becker gets under your skin. Also, don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you.
The hell did she just give me?
Concert in an old slaughterhouse? I suppose it fits those animals. Place looks deserted. Are you sure your junkie friend didn't mix up the venues?
He is the type who likes to mix things up. We shall have to see.
I can't hear any music. Is this supposed to be a private show? Let's head up those stairs.
We cannot go this way. We would need a warrant.
I can't believe those stupid directives are still holding you back. Go ahead, partner.
Okay.
Ugh, the stench. Someone missed potty training.
Or just... you know what? That's actually fair. It's a fair point. Found Nuke, so we're getting close. New Kane. It appears that we are facing the birth of a new drug empire. Although Kane, the drug lord and creator of Nuke, is dead and his cult has been dissolved, the drug factories continue to operate. As Nuke continues to ravage the streets of Detroit, it looks like someone has succeeded Kane. The question is, who sat on the drug king's throne, and what the city authorities and the police will do about it. More on page 5.
If Sid is such a great performer, shouldn't there be a big line in here?
Regardless of his vocal abilities, I still want to see him sing.
Fair enough. Incriminating documents. It's fitting that it's here in an animal farm. A slaughterhouse, potentially. Where this shit is being taken place.
Wait, I think I can hear something. Maybe your informer was right after all. Gherkin, was it?
Pickles.
He says that so funnily. Pickles.
Yes, I definitely hear some commotion on the other side. Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh,
can't you give us a fucking break?
Justice never sleeps.
Hey, there's no way that hair is the only thing that's under that.
Operator, this is Lewis. Me and Murphy discovered a Torchhead's nuke lab at the old slaughterhouse. Multiple subjects were neutralized, but there are still active threats in the vicinity, gang leader included. Requesting backup.
Anything else? Notebook.
The way they handle those drugs, I doubt they know where they are.
F is that. I have grenades. Oh, found night vision. Just to be expected. Or a button. See if I can toggle the way the gun fires.
No need for a warrant. They're all yours, partner.
Probably.
Expecting more. Hey, TV, I could throw at people.
That is when having a conversational partner comes in handy.
Or, give me a second. I'm looking around for shit. Okay, sure, why not?
Crunch time!
Damn.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Nice.
You're okay there, Murphy?
Behind you!
Now, up you get, big man. They're closing in on us.
Don't say. It's close.
I'm invincible! It's gonna go boom!
It's almost out.
Let's split up. You clear this floor, I'll check upstairs.
Lewis, wait!
Don't worry, partner. We'll stay in contact.
Notice of concern. Lab personnel found exceeding 4 doses of nuke per shift. Right on the conveyor belts, working without face mask. Will be punished with 1 day of detox. Yeah, figured.
Hear music. We're getting close.
Just floating in place. Warrants required. What do you mean a warrant's required? Gang stash discovered. Meat's rotten.
I've got eyes on the stage. Looks like they haven't realized we're here yet. Sook's here. Get closer. I'll support you from the balcony. This music is driving me mad. Is that the point? Is it supposed to make you mad?
Maybe. Mad at the system, maybe. Ineffective, inefficient system.
No way! Just look at this, everybody. A walking disco ball decided to join us. Now the real show is about to go down. If you're a real torchhead, shoot that motherfucking tin can till it fucking rattles. And I'll take this opportunity moisturize these golden vocal cords. But stay right there, everybody.
Oh, they're all civilian. Okay. They were all civilians. Yeah, see, now, I didn't think they were civilians because they're all here. Knowing exactly where they are, what this is, everything about this is kind of, you know... They're all clearly a part of this game. I just assumed they were all going to just start shooting.
No way! Just look at this, everybody. A walking disco ball decided.
Heading backstage.
Do.
Follow him. Shit! Watch out for the civilians. I can handle things here. You go after him.
It. Okay. Moving on. It reminds me. Be the same, right? Okay. I was checking something real quick. OCP. More chips. Okay, I got enough for a skill. Slow motion skill duration. Bonus health points. As well. Yes. Oh, I see. So I actually have to go back, I assume, to get those things sorted out.
I can still do this. I just need to concentrate. I need some nuke. This can't be. I had everything lined up perfectly.
Let us talk.
Stay the fuck away. You can't touch me. I do business with the new guy.
You seem to know a lot about him.
You're not getting anything out of me. Do you know how many cops I've killed? I ain't scared of you. Besides, I'm pumped up with nuke like a freaking power plant.
Then get ready for a meltdown.
If you think you're gonna get anything out of the Torchhead's top dog, then you better get your process. That's quite a grip you got there.
Interrogate Soot, huh? Well, let's see. What could I use to interrogate him with? Maybe smash him into his chair? Got a lot of guitars in here. Am I supposed to just throw him? Be done with it?
Is that supposed to scare me? Not a single scratch.
Hmm? What else am I supposed to do? I'll be confiscating that? You know what? That's fine. I can't hit you with it.
Knock yourself out. That's not even mine.
How unfortunate. Incriminating pictures. Nuke. Fake money. Safe that I can't open, that's likely going to have some pretty incriminating evidence in there.
Hey, that stuff doesn't come cheap. No, that was the only thing in my collection that I didn't steal. I freaking hate you. I'll never rest until every pig in Detroit is dead. Screw you, bastard! That is not a way to treat a famous person!
How many more guitars do I have to break until you cooperate? Yesterday, someone sent a stripper for my birthday. I want to find this kind soul and thank them in my special way. I want to burn the date of my actual birthday on his forehead. It's 0511, not yesterday. Some fan you are. You disappointed superstar, boss. You're disappointed superstar. Wait, what? It's 0511, not yesterday. Some fan you are.
Knock yourself out. That's not even mine. That's enough. I'll talk.
Good. Tired of throwing your shit around.
He is ready to give me his statement about the new guy.
Wouldn't you rather hear it from the man himself?
Where is Officer Lewis?
She's outside, right next to me. We're having a nice citizen-officer chat. Why don't you take my rising star and join us, so we can exchange partners?
Why is the guitar on my back now?
Hey, what the hell are you doing now?
The new guy is here. You are coming with me.
In that case, giddy up.
Fascinating.
Can you even feel the fear? Because you should be crapping in your pants right now. You have stepped into a big freaking mess.
Cleaning up the town mess is what I do.
That was an awesome concert. If it wasn't for you, they would have never have guessed it was all on playback. When I need some fluke, I take nuke, nuke, nuke. Everywhere I look, I see nuke, nuke, nuke. My left hip is getting a bit numb. Can we swap sides?
Oh, we're having a malfunction again.
Is your battery drained or something?
Now, me and your partner here are growing impatient. Why don't you hurry up?
Nothing else around here? All right.
What's wrong? Piggy scared of a meat hook?
He is playing with fire.
Lewis,
I'm all right, Murphy.
drop your weapon. You are under arrest.
No, I don't think you're reading this situation correctly.
Thanks for the ride, big guy. It's the new guy in town. Welcome to Detroit. I assume you've seen our little TV spot. Short and sweet.
Bam.
You know the first rule of show business and drug dealing, right? Leave them wanting more. Fancy rider you got there.
Murphy?
Something wrong, cop.
Hey, so, I think it's time to get back to business.
You fucking idiot. Your stupid stunt put a spotlight on me. Oh, you want to talk business? Here's a free lesson. You never, ever fuck with the money. I don't think so.
Murphy, what's happening?
Now that we've got that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Wendell Antonowski. I believe you've met my brother before. My brother really did a number on you, didn't he? But thanks to him, you've been given this great opportunity.
What the fuck are you doing to him?
There are people who would do anything to be in your position, to have your abilities, and yet you attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you, to the part that's still human. Imagine the pristine life you could lead without the things that limit you.
Murphy, don't let him get inside your head!
Like her. No attachments, no leverage. I admit, when I first heard that you were the reason my idiot brother was dead, I was furious. But then I got to thinking, why would I let anyone have such power over me? So I let it go. And now, I'm here to help you do the same. This is not an act of revenge. This is a gift.
Fuck you, scumbag!
Lewis!
Damn. This got serious real quick. Also, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. Like I said, I've only seen one movie. I think all the way through. And it was the modern one. And I've seen bits and pieces of the old one.
Switch him back on already.
Older ones.
Lewis!
Whoa, Robo. Calm down. He'll tear the equipment apart.
Wendell Antonowski ran away and Lewis is in the hospital. What did you do? Just stand there and watch it as it happened?
I want to see her.
She's in surgery as we speak, so that's not gonna happen. Instead, you're gonna go through with your psych evaluation.
Let me go.
The old man wasn't happy that I let you skip your first session and was adamant that I make sure you attend this one. Especially since the problem of you malfunctioning is obviously persistent. So, Doctor, do your thing.
What? Now? He's in no shape to be examined.
I'm afraid that I must insist.
This is highly unprofessional.
I need to apprehend Wendell.
I don't think you understand your options, Shiny, in that you don't have any. You either comply or you'll be dismantled. I'm only really rooting for one of these options.
Very well.
Doctor?
If this is supposed to resemble a therapy session in any way, I need everyone that isn't my client to leave. That is not negotiable. And is it necessary to have him restrained?
That's for your safety. What if he loses control? Exactly.
If anything goes wrong, just use this reset button. One press, and he goes back to La La Land.
Okay, let's leave the good doctor to work. And Robo, see me after this is over.
I'm sorry it has to look like this. Are you at least sitting comfortably enough to have this conversation?
I'm gonna say that is irrelevant.
It is irrelevant how comfortable I am.
It all contributes to your overall performance. I understand this is not an ideal situation, and this is probably the last place you want to be right now.
I'm not the only one unwilling to be here. Your heart rate is above 120 BPM.
You're equipped with a heart rate monitor? I imagine it comes in handy in your line of work.
It does.
I agree this whole thing is happening rather fast, but we are both professionals at helping others. So how about we start again? My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. Naturally, I've heard people refer to you by different names, but I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
Do I go by RoboCop or Alex Murphy, or does it matter? This is an interesting one. Because obviously, if I affirm the identity of Alex Murphy, then I am attached to my humanoid side. I'm more attached to the humanistic elements of my faculties. Whereas, if I were to refer to myself as RoboCop, I clearly have moved on from my previous life, or at least to some degree, and I'm showing a more so of a willingness to procedure, order, and as well as just the limitations of what it means to be a cop in a city that fucking hates you. Not to mention how stringent the line between what is and isn't acceptable might be. And then if I say it doesn't matter, it's, well, I'm not sure what that would overall affect, other than it's basically a willingness to not even acknowledge any of it. So I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say they call me RoboCop.
RoboCop is the name I was given.
If that is what you prefer, then RoboCop it is. I've worked with many police officers that have gone through traumatic experiences, but I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer. How do you see your situation?
I think this one we could be a bit more honest. Part human, part machine.
I am a cybernetic organism, a fusion of both the remains of the policeman Alex Murphy and this high-tech armor.
So we can't rule out that your actions are influenced by your human part. But that's something that I've already learned from the reports. What I would much rather hear is, how do you perceive yourself?
Perceive?
Yes. See, what I found immensely helpful in working with my patients is transparency. In order to help each other, we need to be able to see each other fully.
He took off the helmet. Yep, you did. Interesting. This is me now. Comfort. Is this what you wanted? Scare. I warned you. Reassure. I'm gonna let it down easy.
This is how I see myself.
Thank you for making this step.
Now that you see me the way I am, do you wish to push the reset button? Your heart rate remains high.
No, not at all. It's actually my secret that is making me nervous, not yours. You're not the only one here with prosthetic body parts. This hand, you must have wondered what happened. Some time ago, I was a victim of a crime. A thief broke into my house. He made a lot of noise, and my neighbors called the police. And Ed 209 reacted to the call and mistakenly recognized me as a threat. My hand was red mist moments later. Since that day, I have become, let's say, a little leery of machines.
Interesting. That adds an interesting dynamic to this. Do you fear us? Who's the us in this argument? Do you fear me?
Do you fear me?
I fear the unpredictability that machines bring with them. So when I heard there was a chance to contribute to the research on the stability of OCP's mechanical units, I jumped at the opportunity. I hope you don't find it unprofessional. Getting that off my chest made me feel a bit...
Oh no, I find human beings to be more, well...
It's dropped below 120 BPM.
You see, I don't just impose things onto my clients. I practice what I preach because it seems to work. I think that makes for a very promising start. Thank you, RoboCop.
That was interesting. But yeah, on another note though, the no, the fascinating thing about that whole exchange was not just the amount of choices in the psychological profiling, but also in the way it's handled. One of the interesting bits about this dynamic was her history and also the weird choices you can make in regards to that. Do you fear me? Do you fear us? Do you only fear malfunctioning machines? And her reasons for saying so is just as equally as estranged. It's like, well, not estranged, but just as equally strange. Strange. Don't need to put ed at the end of that. Anyways, the point is that it's like I find humans to be the most unpredictable. Machines, there's only a certain level of There's always a certain level of predictability, and an element to that predictability. The only time it ever becomes a little bit, well, perplexing, I suppose, would be um if it goes, if it's just malfunctioning, as they've stated. Yeah, it's the one thing we didn't get. Total rating A. Officer of the Month. So wait, does that mean I would have gotten this if I had actually bothered to get all of the side quests done? Eh. More points. Stuns nearby enemies for a short time. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Yeah, fuse box recovery, please. Reduce received damage by 80% for a short time. Get some focus in there. See your environment in slow motion for a short time. That's gonna help if I need to save civilians a little bit more. Yeah.
All done. Robo, there's something I need to show you.
There we go, the Auto 9 motherboard.
I know that OCP can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving your sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto 9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself.
You mean there's gonna be more... The Auto 9 is more so now got a CPU attached to it? Interesting. Insert a chip into an empty slot of your motherboard. The chips have different types of connections and boost levels. Use them to power the other systems areas and upgrade your Auto 9. Avoid the red components reducers, which lower the weapon stats. Each motherboard has a different specialization, layout, and perks. Only one motherboard can be equipped at that time. Okay. So this is it. And there are different types of motherboards. Let's see. The hell is this? Chip merging? Add? Oh, I see. I needed it. Like a puzzle. $11, $13, $14, $14 then. Actually, what is this for?
Be on the lookout. There's OCP tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old...
Yeah, cool. PCB board. Here we go. Power source. I guess I just have to do it this way. All right. Do I have something that does this? $12, $11. And I can't just flip it around, huh? All right. At least this way it'll connect more. Get rid of that useless thing. I just merged the pieces together? What am I doing? Okay, so this is how I had to work it. Okay. I'm so confused. Let's see, I have to slide everything in like this? I do. Weapon damage by 12%. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't have anything else that would fit that way. Oh, wait. There we go. What else do I have? I do have something that fits that way. 11%. Okay. That reaches the 10% though. Oh, that reaches a lot of things, actually. Oh no, it's just 10% on everything. Wait, that's just 10. Oh, that. So it affects everything. Okay. Does that mean I can actually adjust what gets put in there? Does it have to be this piece? Let me see here. That means if I put this in here. No. If I put this in here. Okay, so. Yeah, I could do it that way. But if I put this in here. Ah, I can affect it that way. Okay. Can affect it that way. Interesting. It has to connect to the grid. I need a top down. This should work. Weapon spread by 15. There we go. Magazine capacity by 14. The weapon damage. Full auto. Continuously fire rounds and triggers pulled. And this is armor piercing. Oh, nice. That could be useful, actually. Have one that just touches upward. No. Can't sort these two, but there we go. Not this one. More gore. Increase the volume of gore visual effects. Oh, that's funny. As if I needed another reason to have more gore. Alright. So we got a slight increase and a slight decrease in some things. But mostly an increase in a lot of things. 5% penalty. I can't get rid of that problem. That's a must. But it functions a lot better than it did before, so that's nice.
Okay, that's it from me. Becker wants to see you. He's taken over Reed's office. Say what you want about the man, but that takes guts.
Now for something positive. The daughter of Jens Danielson, Prime Minister of Norway, who was brutally murdered during last year's parliamentary session, is expecting a baby. It's a girl.
Wait, someone who was wait, did I read that right? Huh.
Not yet, but she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know, you're right. We should stay strong and focused, just like her.
I like the body armor that they wear. Like, yeah, they could just wear, you know, police in real life will usually just wear, you know, just bulletproof armor. Well, not really just armor, but they wear the jackets and everything. But this is more so like a vest. It's both authoritative but fashionable. It's sleek but fashionable. And it looks like it could function by doing the part. So, yeah.
I'm telling you, Magnavolt commercials are not kidding when they say lethal response.
What do you mean?
Once a week, I have to call the cops to
Health insurance information. Dear Officer Kurtz, in response to your request, please note that the retirement involves terminating health insurance that covers you and your wife without the possibility of prolongation. Out of care for your spouse and because of that fact, the fact that she actively uses the oncology treatment package, we recommend working through your entire tenure. Regards, Clara Bright. That's an interesting detail. Is that going to be apparent at some point? There's a side quest here at the station for it.
Hey, Murphy, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Did you say Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys decided to sign this get well card for her. I figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card?
Yeah, I know it's just that we want to let her know we're with her.
I would like to sign the card.
Would like to sign it.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Well, let's see what the boss wants first.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Becker.
You are very determined. I must have seen your application like 20 times.
I assumed they were getting lost in the mail.
That didn't stop you, did it? You're persistent and capable, too. Highest marks on all the written tests. Pretty much an ideal candidate. Aside from the fact that you don't meet any of the physical requirements, that's actually remarkable. Short stuff.
Unfortunately, sir.
Why is being a cop so important to you?
My father was a police officer, and his father was one, too.
Police family, huh? It must be heartbreaking not to be able to continue a family tradition. You know, I have the power to look the other way and make you a cop despite your shortcomings. In exchange, I only ask for one thing. Your complete loyalty. And maybe a touch of gratitude as well.
Will I still get a badge? Like a proper police officer?
Badge? Oh yeah, sure.
Then Officer Washington is reporting for duty.
Good. There you go, young'un.
Is that blood?
We don't make a badge for every new officer. We just reassign the old ones after cops retire.
Or die.
RoboCop. I'm a big fan.
Well, that's great, because you'll be spending a lot of time together.
Meaning?
Aside from his regular dispatch duty, Officer Washington will become your personal overseer.
Overseer?
Yes, you will report to me on his every action. Hopefully that will prevent him from continuing to tarnish his already murky reputation. His recent behavior casts a shadow on OCP, and we can't have that.
That's a lot of responsibility for a rookie.
Every other cop refused this post. But you won't. You wouldn't jeopardize your career, right?
No, sir.
I would like to proceed with my investigation, now that we know that the new guy is Wendell Antonowski.
Was he even listening to anything I've been saying? Absolutely fucking not. You're off the case. Actually, you're off all cases. There's a bunch of documents that need archiving in the records room. That's your priority now.
Understood.
Now go. I'll tell Achilles about what's what in this godforsaken place.
It's Ulysses, sir.
Hey, first rule, kiddo, never question your superiors.
I feel bad for this guy. He had to apply more than the one time. Hell, 5 is already bad enough, but 1? Oh, I wouldn't say 5 is bad. 5 is actually... it's a pretty decent amount. Anything higher, well, there's no need to break your back over it. That must be Kowalski. No? So you're Kowalski.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much. Just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea. There you go. Signed. But could you pass it along to another officer? I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
Okay. Take your time.
Understandable. Take your time.
Thanks, Murphy. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
As he...
I mean, this is a odd place to ask.
The water is cold. Is everything all right, Officer Kurtz?
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card to sign. It is for Lewis.
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it wet. Could you grab my towel for me? Yellow one. It should be by my locker.
Okay.
Yo, Ramirez, I left your uniform in the locker with all the bullet holes nicely stitched up. Don't worry about it. Though if I ever again hear you call me a knitting nana, you gonna be patrolling the streets in your underpants, Cap. That's the chick who had a bunch of flash grenades in her locker. No. Why'd you put it up there?
There you go.
Thanks. Just give me a minute. There, signed. I think that it's beautiful what you're doing.
You are shivering.
Yeah, I was lost in my thoughts. Didn't notice that I used up all the hot water.
Thinking about Lewis?
Yeah, but I can't imagine what you're thinking. She's your partner. Speaking of partner, I see that O'Neill hasn't signed a card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range. She'll yell at me if she finds out there was a card for Lewis and she didn't get to sign it.
I will make sure that happens.
Isn't this the guy who was at that one murder site? One who can't stop thinking about food. Can I talk today? Hey, it's Jerry.
Hey, pig! It's a private party!
Can you believe this guy?
Yeah. Shoot yourself.
Piece of shit.
Yep, these are definitely the same people.
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a go.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is also a privately owned police force, isn't it? I wonder why they have such a different type of uniform.
any problems with it?
No. Could just be shaky.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer.
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
It is difficult.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this get well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go. Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in the garage.
That asshole. Boy.
Murphy, do you have a minute?
No, different guy.
I noticed you running around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a get well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
Yeah.
We are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get the ones that did that to her.
That is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.
Amazing how everyone's so thoughtful in this precinct, but that probably makes sense given that, you know, they deal with all kinds of hard shit all the time. It's probably... They probably need that.
Hi, Murphy. I was told you'd come to help me. This is exciting. I don't get many visitors here.
What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Becker wants you to do some maintenance work, so, please scan the servers, see if they're operating properly. I'm sure they are, but he insisted I found a job here for you. Yeah, I wish I had something more exciting for you to do, since for me, this is where all the action happens.
Explain.
With this wealth of information at your fingertips, this records room should be a real hotbed of activity. Others don't seem to know how fun it is to dig through all this stuff. You can play a real-life detective here.
Officer Cecil, you are a detective.
Yeah, but mostly just a paper pusher.
So, if one wanted to find out the whereabouts of a particular criminal, what would one do?
That's easy. Just check the computer in the back. Type in who you're looking for and see if there are any matches. Just remember to scan the servers at some point. Mr. Becker will blow his top if I don't make sure you checked him.
Working perfectly. Good as new. Perfect working condition. I am detecting a malfunction.
Huh? That doesn't seem right.
This server is compromised.
Good thing you noticed it. It could lead to the loss of important data. I'll make sure Mr. Becker knows what a tremendous job you did here.
Yeah, just walking around and then occasionally scanning shit.
I'm telling you, this is incredible. Just type in your search.
Alias ID.
He's never been charged? Well, that's hard to believe. There's a neat feature you can try. See who attempted to access his file before you did. Maybe that'll help us.
Officer Briggs.
Briggs? That must be the last lead that he checked before going missing. So his case led him to the Street Vultures territory?
Huh.
Maybe those two cases are connected after all. I'll have to report this to Sergeant Reed.
And I am on my way.
There's nothing I can say to stop you, is there?
No.
Well, then instead I'll say, go kick ass for Lewis.
Hell fucking yeah, let's fucking go.
We need to be on guard. OCP is trying to smuggle more of their staff into our ranks.
The only real question now is, did I complete everything here?
You're right. We can't trust them. God knows
I'm pretty sure I've been through most of the places. You know, as I play through this game and I'm doing all this stuff, and the more I think about, like, shit in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe I will play the new Sonic. I will play the Sonic X Shadow Generations game. I think it's just about that time to revisit my childhood. Might as well check here again. Even though I ran through this place already. Yeah. 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 Okay. We're good here. Get the hell out of here. Enough fapping about. If I miss something, big fucking whoop. Do you want to leave? Yes.
Ah, RoboCop. I was looking everywhere for you. I wanted to say that this is an incredible honor for me. But, you know, I get the feeling you don't see eye to eye with Mr. Becker.
No shit.
Despite the position I'm in, I'll do my best to assist you in any way I can. So, what are you doing here?
I am going to Highland Park.
Oh, isn't that Street Vulture's turf?
That is where the lead took Briggs. It could be connected to Wendell.
Oh, man. That's exactly what Mr. Becker told me you shouldn't do. It's my duty to stop you. Is it even safe for you to go? I mean, think of yourself. You keep malfunctioning, right? What if something happens again?
Hey, Murphy, I found this on the back seat of your cruiser. It's for you.
I can't let you go. Is there some sort of a command for that? RoboCop, off. RoboCop, stay. Hey, all cops have to follow rules. Especially you. You're a cop and a machine, so you can't go. Your systems won't allow it. Right?
Wrong.
RoboCop? RoboCop?
Better get in the car.
Don't do this to me. Not on my first day.
Sorry, kid. But you know, if you want to come with, you're more than happy to oblige. At the very least, you can serve as an accessory to the crime, an accessory witness to the everything that's about to happen.
I know you're listening. There is still time to stop and turn back. The street vultures are territorial and vicious. You wouldn't want to be caught on their turf, especially by their leader, Spike. You know, I'm reading that he's known to be exceptionally savage. Apparently, none of his enemies got out of Highland Park alive.
At him.
I will be the first.
I'm gonna get fired.
Stiff upper lip, kid. It only gets worse from here.
Finding a missing police officer there will be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm looking at the map of this place and it's huge. There's no way you can investigate without being noticed. Street vultures are the biggest gang in Detroit.
I have a large supply of bullets.
Ain't that the truth? At least for one of them. One gun. Technically, it's all you need. Good. Can't scan that. Pretty quiet so far. Not a good sign. Spiritus. I hear that someone doesn't like that I ordered to destroy the nuke we stole from those dirty torch heads. Street vultures don't do drugs, nor do they sell it. We have our rules, and if we are to build our empire, we must stick to them. Someone's got a problem with that? Well, I'd love to hear about it, because I'd love to cut off the tongue of anyone who questions my orders. Spike. A big area of investigation.
Abandoned squad car sighted. It could belong to Officer Briggs.
Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do something about Discord, just in case a notification pops up, right? Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's possible it belongs to someone else.
Bullet holes in the bodywork.
Every cop car in the precinct has bullet holes.
OCP tracking device torn out.
That's why no one knew where to look.
It's not the first thing you thought of? Is that obviously in sight?
I am going to follow the blood trail leading from the car.
I know you really want to find Briggs, but the trail might as well belong to any of those bikers. I'm urging you to discontinue this search.
Negative.
actually have to fight bikers? That's insane. I ain't gonna lie, this is pretty fucking dope. That's for my liking. There we go. Oh, that's actually dope. Oh, it affects other weapons too. That's nice. Oh, interesting. That I can switch it from being full auto to semi-automatic. I like the fact that there's a slight delay in sound effects. 1 second. Alright, after... Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, so after messing with it for a bit, I have concluded that there will be a slight delay no matter what I do, so that's fine. You know, as long as it's keeping up with my mouse cursor at the very least, it's pretty spot on. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. Alright, moving on. You know, I keep saying that, but I don't know. Yeah, oh. Sorry about that. Yes. But yeah, fuck it, we ball. We ball. One thing that I am aware of is that I know there is a way where you can set it up to where like you can have like a permanent slight delay, so that way it processes things better, at least on the recordings end of things, but I don't know how to do that. Something I can research that next time. And it's mainly just for sound, you know. I'm more concerned about the audio function.
Look out! It's RoboCop!
Fascinating.
Get cover! Look out! It's RoboCop!
Away from that. Stolen jewelry. Damn. Oh, yeah, a shotgun. Not peaceful. Oh boy, I can't imagine the amount of destruction I'll be able to cause with this. OCP chips. Recovery charges at maximum. Oh. But I did get the chips, right? Oh, I can see the line. Interesting. Well, you can't argue with results now, can you? Boy, oh boy. Stolen handbag. Okay. Really are just a one-man killing machine.
Don't shoot! Look, I've got no weapons.
Sure you don't. Man, that's a big fun. I was about to say that's a big fan. Game decided to make a joke out of it.
I am looking for a police officer.
Hey, I don't know anything. I'm just an accountant.
He was brought here.
There is always so much happening around here. I tend to focus on my work. I wouldn't remember.
Would you like me to refresh your memory?
No! Police officer, I get you. You're right. Not long ago they brought him here. He was already in real bad shape. I kind of felt for the guy.
Where is he?
Once he got back on his feet, they took him away. But I don't know where. I'm telling the truth. I only deal with numbers. If you need any more info on your friend, try the warehouse office. It's on the west side of the mill.
Do not move until I return.
No problem. If anyone finds me cuffed up here, I will look as tough as the others.
Also, I don't know how much of that is just natural delay from the game itself or what.
The wounded officer, perhaps Briggs, was moved to another location. I have a thug's testimony. Proceeding to the enemy command center.
How can you be sure that he's not leading you into a lion's den?
I am hoping for it.
You're hopeless. That whole area is out of police jurisdiction, and according to the new policy, if we wanted to legally be there, we'd need to go through an OCP executive. And I'm sure you know what we're...
I believe
I don't understand why he hired you. You're a handful. Get covered!
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand the use of the full auto now. Best use. Oh boy. Ready to fly? Damn. He went soaring. That. Huh. I guess that's where the music was coming from. Didn't really need that, but... Still some true fun coming from this. The best kind of fun. Alrighty. Unless we take the ladder. I feel like I could have just vaulted from that end, but...
Aren't you getting lonely, knight in shining armor? Probably watching like no one's coming to help you. That might no one will. This is no proving ground for heroes. It's their cemetery.
Problem with this. This is not as big as it looks. Get to the objective.
Get cover! You ain't me. Good.
That is. Oh, he just summoned reinforcements. Good to know. little more than shoot your hands off. I know. Oh, there's a different way to get inside. Okay. The hell? Well, let's see. I think I'll start dumping some points into engineering now, since unlocking things is going to be very necessary at some point here. That's the result. Oh, that's not too bad. Alright.
You guys are boring. Could you at least give me some nuke? That's what's wrong with this town. Your drugs are making people wacko. Ah, you're the one to talk. I know you stole supply from us. Come on, sharing is caring. I'll share a bullet with you. Just let me get the gun.
Uh-huh. Hostage rescue? Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go.
Wow! Did I just do it with my mind? Does it mean I can make RoboCop do anything for me?
Try it, creep.
Blink! You did blink, didn't you?
Enough playing around. I will return to complete the arresting procedure. Stay here. Do not move.
You're kidding! my parents I won't be home for dinner.
Just pistols? Boy, oh boy. Did I just go in a circle? I did. This was a side objective. Interesting. Now we're back out here. Oh my god. If I had to fight something that could throw giant fucking metal dumpsters at me, I'd probably be wanting to rethink my life choices. That was funny. Pop around the corner. Catch him off guard. I feel like it's doing it again. Let me try it again. Let's try... Activating, reactivating. Again. Feels like the sound's catching up a bit better. For that guy.
Stop that crazy bastard!
Ignore him. Any more? No? Okay then. Error. Hmm. RoboCop is losing it. How malfunctioning is the same as, like, I don't know how the human element conflicts with the circuitry element of this whole thing. If anything, it should just make him more emotional, right? Another PCB. Awesome. So, if I get another board, what does that do? Reset? Yes. If I change the board, what does that do? Omniboard. Interesting. Let's take a look at this. I'm assuming you can only have one board at a time and you can only equip things to one particular board. Let's see. Let's see. In fact, couldn't we just use the small ones for this? Actually, hang on. Maybe I should try and think about this. Maybe it'll actually add more, depending on what I put in them. No, it's just the specific circuit itself. So let's go ahead and switch you out for something. Do I have one? Yes. Oh, but this does armor piercing. Never mind. Okay. That was just a pointless node. Don't want that touching that. Reload speed. Weapon damage. Absolutely. Good circuit for weapon damage. There's none. Wonderful. Not right now. Oh, what else do we got? Got enough circuits here for... And we'll put one here. Then, let's see, I'll use this one for this spot. This for this spot when I get to it. Got weapon damage. Let's see, magazine capacity. Single shot mode. Fires one round at a time, deals heavy damage. Well, that's great. Actually would like that. Massive damage. Increases damage dealt. No critical hits. I don't like this, though. Too much negative. Gotta think of something else. Yeah, they do have to connect, unfortunately. Real crime here is that I have nothing to connect it to. Oh, alright. In that case, let's see. One negative percentage. 5 isn't too bad, but yeah, that's better. I'll go with this.
I knocked his fucking tooth out.
Well, cop, now we know you won't be leaving here in one piece.
You won't either.
Hey, you're spoiling my mood again. I don't like it when cops wander around. Cops mean trouble, and trouble upsets me. So really, this is your fault.
Do whatever you want. But soon the cops will...
No cop of any kind is going to show up here anymore. The police officially won't be responding to any calls from this area.
Does this mean we have a deal?
As long as you can work quietly.
We're vultures. You need carrion. We're up to the job, no worries.
And as for your toy...
Would you like to join us?
A fine offer, sealing our contract in blood, but I prefer cleaner games. How about instead we do some hunting?
Could add a bit of cheer. Spice things up a bit. And I know just the right place for it. How does it feel knowing we're gonna take you to the quarry and shoot your ass to pieces? And the police ain't gonna do shit about it.
I bet it really pisses him off.
Your readings are off the charts. What happened?
I found a tape of Briggs being tortured. Their boss Spike was in on it, together with Wendell Antonowski.
Did you say he was tortured?
Yes, surrounded, with no way out and no backup.
That sounds so messed up.
They used him as prey. They mentioned a quarry.
Did you say quarry? Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, I see it. It's just north of your position.
On my way.
RoboCop, I really hope you find him.
Now he's on our side about this. I mean, might as well. Can't beat him, join him.
You want a piece of this?
Could have gotten you a little bit. Like a super pistol now. When you have one gun to do all the things, you don't really need to switch guns, do you? Kuzak versus Delta City. Mayor Kuzak's critics say, ironically, that he certainly is ambitious. Not only has he had his hand in ruining Detroit, but now he wants to destroy a city that hasn't been built yet. We are talking about Delta City, of course, OCP's flagship project, so-called City of the Future, where poverty and violence are supposed to be non-existent. But the mega corporation is having trouble executing this bold plan, and Mayor Kuzak is one of the major obstacles. However, the upcoming elections could drastically change the situation. If the city's administration were more favorable towards OCP, work on Delta City would have already begun. Provided that Mayor Kuzak does not get reelected, what are Kuzak's objections about? And is Delta City really the future of Detroit? Read more on page 4. I don't know, having an entire city run by a mega corporation is not a great fucking idea. You only need to look at Cyberpunk to know how fucking terrible that is. Damn.
You're there. That's the quarry. I hope you find Briggs.
I will not stop until I do.
Oh, so you think you're a tough guy, huh? If you really think you got the guts, come on. You'll love our place in the Northwest. It's the hub of our smuggling operation. And I'm telling you now, there's plenty. And let's not forget the other one in the north. It's filled with them crazy drugs we skimmed off those stupid punks. Now tell me, that's not something that would interest you?
He's clearly prepared an ambush for you. That's why you won't try to go there, right? Right?
Wrong.
Oh, shit!
I see what he means. And did not step into that. Probably would have gotten me.
Carrion spotted! Get the fucking hand up!
Well, that time it got me. Wasn't even thinking about it. Hey. The hell are these bombs made of? Not shooting them right. Oh. Oh, this is unfortunate.
You're dead, Blake.
Got him.
Bastard!
These stashes are a little too obvious. That was unnecessary. Nothing else? Okay.
Mommy, what happens after you die?
It's simple, honey. No, up to space with AstroCorp. After you die, AstroCorp will cremate your body, put it in a capsule and onto a rocket ship. Then your remains will be scattered in the vast nothingness of space, floating forever.
The fuck? What the fuck? The world of RoboCop is fucked up. I mean, it's always been fucked up. Just more clear. Up here. That's it? That's it. Unwanted goods. There is shit to do everywhere, isn't there? Technical handbook short circuit will set off the locomotive. Oh boy, what's down here?
I knew you wouldn't miss it for the world. Just go through the door. They're ready when you are. Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clearly a trap.
I just missed a side objective. Yeah, I just missed a side objective. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, can't go back now. God, I love that. That guy's not working out so much.
Where is that douche going? I have a feeling this night's not over.
Whoa. Wow, it's the first time I've ever died.
I knew you wouldn't miss it for the world. Just go through the door. They're ready when you are.
Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clear.
Don't say. Alrighty. There's nothing back here, right? And there's a guy behind me. No, there was something.
Where is that douche going? We gotta stop him.
Alright. Try this again. Round 2. What? Does it refill the ammo? Alright, fine. The PCB. Alright. Real quick, what does this one look like? Change board. Tier 3.3. Some rounds may split, dealing more damage at short range. Automatic ammo feeder, no need to reload. That's kind of nice. Increase the volume of gore, visual effects. I see a lot of damage sources. Weapon spread, reload. Be good for aiming so far. More so for damage. Damage and aiming. One seems to be pretty good on a lot of things. More so on armor penetration. And of course, damage. Alright, what am I looking at? Sniper rifle. Whoa. Damn. Okay, where am I going? Is that it? That can't be the only thing around here, right? Guess we're destroying drugs so far. That's it. Oh, do I just go back now? I guess so. Alright. I guess I got stuck doing the side objective, but I couldn't leave. Weird. Alright. I'll take it. I got a new 50 caliber sniper rifle out of it, though. So, all's good. Nice. Alrighty.
Cherish the good times while they last. You won't be so lucky with the next one.
Okay.
RoboCop? Are you there?
I am.
Oh, thank God. How was it? Was that a risk worth taking?
I have destroyed the supply of drugs.
Spike must have felt confident about his small army. So I'm guessing you're ready for round two?
I am going for a knockout.
Oh, with that, I think I'll cut it there for now. Ugh. Oh. Alrighty. Anyways, we're finally getting to the bottom of this missing cop fiasco. And damn, they really did her dirty. Good old Sergeant Lewis got shot in the shoulder. I can't believe it. But no. On a more serious note, this is developing into something interesting, though. I can't wait to see what the next episode is going to yield. So, with that being said, I shall see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.